Hey Stitchy friends, here's a quick overview of my Cozy Christmas Village full beginner kit. So this comes with 2 hoops, the 8-inch and the 6-inch hoop. Then you'll have 9 full skeins of DMC embroidery thread, as well as 3 bobbins. So you'll have DMC 310, as well as 2 bobbins of your diamond thread. And keep in mind that diamond thread is non-divisible. And then this QR code will help you access the online guide if you want those instructions. Got a needle booklet with all the needle sizes we'll be using, and then prepared watercolors. There's white, Payne's gray, cerulean blue hue, and turquoise. They should be dried by the time they get to you. If not, then pop the lids open and let them dry. Then you've got a medium flat tip paintbrush, and then you'll have both of your printed fabrics, the pattern for the 8-inch embroidery hoop, as well as the beginner sampler for the 6-inch embroidery hoop. And then I like to use bobbins to wind my extra thread on. I have some in my shop if you don't have any. And then just real quick, if you're super new to embroidery, I wanted to show you how to split the strands. So in the digital pattern, you'll see a guide that looks like this. So the red number indicates the DMC coordinated thread color, and then there's the stitching method, and then it'll say a number of strands to use. So anything less than 6 means you're going to be separating them from the 6 strands that the embroidery thread generally just comes in. So I've trimmed some off of my skein, and this is how I like to separate the strands to ensure no tangling. Embroidery thread is a divisible thread, so you won't have to worry about any issues as long as you use DMC. If you use an off-brand thread, they are not always as high quality, and it can be a little bit harder to split the strands, so just keep that in mind. And then put them together, load them on your needle, and I like to leave just a couple inches hanging down at the top, and then on the other end of our thread we will tie a knot. Here's a quick way to tie a knot. I think this is called a quilter's knot, not sure, but it's my favorite way to tie knots. So if you're a super beginner, I suggest watching the next video, which is going over the stitch sampler so you can learn the stitches before you start on your pattern. So I will meet you there, and thanks for joining me.